During PAX East 2024, I'm on the lookout for games that I connect with the thought that maybe our readers or viewers would connect with them too. One look at the Steam store and you'll likely get lost in the ever-growing list of titles that typically land on the lower side of quality. So attending events like PAX is a pretty great time to find ones that may get overshadowed. Now with an introduction like that, you may assume that I'm probably going to talk about some narrative-driven adventure across a coming-of-age quest or something like that. But no, I'm mostly here to tell you about my experience playing Kamikaze Lassplanes from developer Inky Dreams. Kamikaze Lassplanes has quite a bit going for it, but from the moment I started playing, it was clear that this team knows its audience. The game introduces Lassplanes Alba and Hannah. Although they have two very different personalities, they must work together to save the kingdom that is under attack. The relationship between the characters and the player character grows throughout the game and even opens up story branches for romance scenes. While this may be the draw, there's also a pretty emotional narrative that unfolds while the girls struggle to become the lethal weapons they're asked to be. This ends up introducing a few plot-moving devices that serve to shape the characters' personalities. But on that note, this game is more than just a visual novel. Kamikaze Lassplanes is also a shmup that lands more on the challenging sides of the genre. The developer allowed me to play through one of the more straightforward levels, which is capped off by a boss fight. I found that the attack patterns and enemy waves showed off the variety of enemies and how to utilize the various power-ups seen floating around the screen. While some power-ups will drift off the screen, others bounce, allowing you to time when to touch them, one of which can cause damage to surrounding enemies, so it honestly only adds to the strategy of battles. Further, village battles pop up during stages where the background freezes and you have to ward off a bomb attack. This doesn't seem like a phoned-in attempt at the genre. I was generally challenged during my time playing, but I was also having a good time. I'd say that the added rewards of the visual novel CGs makes getting through the stages a bit more enticing, but it seems like players are going to need to work for these Lassplanes. However, this may introduce multiple levels of anxiety, as you sweat to get through the challenging shmup levels, only to sweat during the story scenes. I'm not sure where players will be able to take a break. Kamikaze Lassplanes has the charm needed to soar off into the sunset with your Lassplane. I'm hoping that the story delivers on its character beats since multiple endings require multiple playthroughs, which relies heavily on the likability of the cast. Further, I'm curious how many missions and modes will be available in the final product, but that just gives me more to look forward to. Kamikaze Lassplanes is coming to Nintendo Switch and PC later in 2024. Now, enjoy some gameplay.
見知らぬ人、あなたは誰なの？
黒い目、紫の目、青い目、黄色の弾丸、しょっぱい水、暗い月。この音、
Boys,